What a week, man. Had a midterm for my phlebotomy. Actually, two midterms. Had a midterm um, book test, I guess. It's been a long time since I've been in school. And a midterm uh, practice test. I can't think. I'm just. It's been a long week. This is an accelerated course, and even with 30 years in the medical field, phlebotomy is a totally different game. So I'm actually got the day off, and I am sitting in my Dodge Charger. I don't know if you saw any of the race videos, but the car that was on the racetrack is the car I'm currently sitting in and using for rideshare. Go figure. I don't have school today. I got my homework done by about 2 a.m. this morning. So that worked out pretty good. And now I'm going to see if I can make a few bucks. However, because it is now 13:13 or 1:13, I seem to have missed the surge. And it's really kind of interesting because the surge out here is almost non-existent. And lately, I've seen it as high as $5, $6, $7, and that's on Lyft. And in my market, that's exceedingly high. So, the wife has been wonderful. She's been putting up with a lot of shit. I just the stress of school, stress of work, or lack thereof. Just everything that's going on in our lives. She has just been my rock, man. And this video stays on YouTube for forever and ever, and somebody gets to come by and see it, or grandkids or something, or our kids even. Your mom and grandma, she was a wonderful woman, and she stood by her husband, by her man, the whole time. So don't ever forget that. Anyway, I don't know if I can actually minimize out of this and go to the Lyft app without shutting the stream down. So I'm gonna give it a shot right now, and if it doesn't work, because I want to do the live, but I also want the calls to come in. I need to set up. I'm not driving unless there's a surge. So let me see if I can minimize this. Oh, well, so it seemed to have it paused. Well, that's good. So it may pause every now and then, just so you know. And reason being is, I'll let you know. I'm flipping over to the Lyft app to see if there's any surge available, because I've done videos on this. Just reposted a video, a true breakdown of a rideshare ride. And I actually messed up on it because it was a 41-mile trip, and it was during the middle of one of our atmospheric river Pineapple Express. It was a nasty storm out here, and it told me I was going to drive 41.4 miles or 42.4 miles, and I was going to be able to do it in 41 minutes, and that was going to be an hour and a half. But what I didn't realize is when I did the math and I was doing the video, that it came down to 65 cents a mile. Well, Lyft pays 75 cents a mile and 11 cents a minute. So technically, 86 cents per mile per minute, and I was at 65. So that was, if you watch the video, that was it was a 21 cent per mile cut. And I've never seen a trip 41 miles for $27. So that was really bad. But I did a video on it. But I broke it down anyway. I broke down what it would cost to take the passenger down there. Then I divided it and said, this is what it's going to cost to do it round trip, and what you're going to make per mile. Then I subtracted X amount of dollars for gas from the total of the call. Added the time. I will give you a little teaser. When I broke this ride down, it turned out to be 32 cents a mile. And because of the storm and the weather conditions and everything that was going on here in California, it would have been roughly, and I'm saying this just on to err on the side of caution, a 3-hour trip at $4.24 an hour. So that was a rough one. And unfortunately, there's drivers out there that are going to take these trips, and I don't know what to tell you. You know, there's thousands and thousands of YouTube videos out there. There's thousands of channels. Mine, Rideshare, Professor, you know, Dustin is driving, and they all tell you the same thing. Do not take long trips because 95% of the time you're coming back empty. And you know, a 50-mile trip one way is 100 miles round trip, and you really need to sit down and do the math. I appreciate that you know, everybody stopping by and watching the live stream. So I'm going to flip over to Lyft real quick and see what's going on there. I will be right back. Hopefully it'll pause and I can get back to you. So hang tight. I will be right back. All right. So it looks like, unfortunately, I may have missed the surge. Um, if I uh, if I do get a call, I don't know if it'll stay live. I'm not sure. I don't have two phones, so unfortunately I can't live stream and run the app at the same time like I used to. um, didn't need the extra phone. I used the other phone for Uber, and we all know what happened with that. So, but again, check out the video. It's got Garfield looking normal. The thumbnail is Garfield looking normal, and then just wired, and it literally will walk you through every single facet of what you can make. And what I didn't include was wear and tear. On a 100-mile trip, wear and tear is about $3. So technically you were making $3 an hour for that trip. And you know, unless you're driving luxury or Black XL or Lux XL or whatever, these are not meant to be jobs. They're side hustles. Um, you know, I see it all the time where somebody posts something. You know, they had a stellar week, but you got to look at it, and you know, take a really good look at the screenshot they're sharing with you, because a lot of times it says, you know, $1,400 and 30 hours. That's pretty good. But they don't tell you that it's not an Uber X, because there's no way you're going to make that in an Uber X or a Lyft Standard. And if you look at what they made on rides versus the bonuses are usually about 2.5 times higher than what they actually made on the trips. So you got to, you know, and that's their particular market. You know, who knows? Sorry about the little wild hair there. At least it's not, you know, where. Um, but you know, depending on your market, in my market, Amazing Grace vlog. Hello, how are you? Thank you for joining the stream. Good to see you. Yeah. So unless you know your market, you're not going to. And in my market, there's very rarely anything, any bonuses of value. Like right now, if I do 20 rides, I get a $40 bonus. That means that each ride I do is an additional $2. Then if I do 5 more rides, I get an additional $20. So for 25 rides, I get $60. So what does that mean? It means that I'm getting $2.25 extra per ride to keep me driving. So is it really worth it? No. What's worth it is to set your area filter, so shrink it down to about 5 miles, especially if you're in LA, San Diego, San Francisco, you know, a really densely populated area. Those little short trips, when you're doing these bonus streaks and these earnings guarantees, that is your ticket right there. Um, um, Oh, that sucks. I hope you're not talking about yourself. I'm not working on Easter. As much as I'd like to, you know, I'm not going to do it. So, but Amazing Grace, thank you for stopping by. You have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a blessed weekend. Have a wonderful Easter. Enjoy it with your family and friends. Be safe. And we will talk to you soon. I'm going to flip. This live is going to pause for a minute, and I'm going to see if I have any bonuses available. Be right back. Well, unfortunately, no surge. I seem to have missed it. So, what time is it? It's 1:30. It might pick up again for a half hour. Um, I I doubt it. After 3 o'clock this weekend will be junk, and there's no way I'm going to stay out here and do 25 rides with my area filter on, because I shrink it down to 5 miles, and because my market is so vast. We're talking about 2,700 square miles in that my particular area covers. Um, Actually, 9 times 9 is, well, it's a lot. 3 times 3 is 9. So I can cover 900 square miles if I go to the maximum. Um, and I'm not doing that. There's no way I'm driving 30 miles to go pick up a $3 trip, and that happens a lot out here. So your stay in the area filter in some areas is actually a really awesome way to do it. So I will be right back. I'm going to head back over and check again. Be right back, guys and girls. Well, unfortunately, it seems that there are a lot of drivers in my market, and more so in the area. So, looks like the surge is gone. No, I'm not smoking. I quit smoking in June, and my vape, I don't know if you can see it or not, is non-nicotine. So, okay, I just pop in to say hi. Well, again, Amazing Grace, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's a vape. I quit smoking. I got COVID in June of last year, and I smoked for 25 years, and my wife had been asking me to quit for a long time. I wanted to quit. I needed to quit, and I got COVID, and after 25 years I went, and I was done, and it was so easy. Um, so then I went to the vape, and was using like a zero point 0.3 nicotine level or whatever that is. I don't know what the levels mean, but now I'm at 0. Um, and it's just something to kind of, I'm not getting any nicotine or anything like that, so I'm just trying to, it's just that repetitious crap. So, but anyway, so again, here we are live in the wonderful city of Lancaster in the Antelope Valley, and no rides. I missed, unfortunately, the surges for lunch, and again, I'm not, the engine's not starting, and this car ain't moving unless I'm going home, or the surge picks up again, or the sticky surge, or whatever you want to call it, hot spot as far as lift goes. So as a matter of fact, let me check that. I will be right back. Um, wow, I didn't know you had heart surgery. Um, Blessings to that. Congratulations. And yeah, I wouldn't, I wouldn't smoke after that either. I don't blame you. That's major. I don't know where you came in on the video, but I'm actually, I'm a, I guess you could say, retired first responder. I'm currently going to an accelerated phlebotomy medical school to get my phlebotomy license, and I took my midterms on Monday. I did really good on my course material, study material, my my lab, or my physical, or I forgot what they call it now. Practical. There you go. My practical skills. Um, all I can tell you is the teacher's pretty tough, and I'll just leave it at that. But practical skills, um, she's very critical on. So a couple things I need to fine tune. But aside from that, I'm enjoying it. And next week, finals. Then I do 40 hours of externship, and after my externship, I start working. Um, no, don't start again. Don't start smoking again. Think of the money you're saving. I smoked at one point. I was at a pack and a half a day, and it basically $10 a pack. That's $15 a day. Do the math. That's $450 a month. I was literally burning up, and no, I'm not quitting. Yeah, Grace, I do. I've got, I've got. I'm already looking for work. I want to try to set it up to where I've got something lined up to when I get my state license or my nationally accredited license, that I have an interview waiting for me, and it's just going to be a matter of going in and getting it done. But yeah, so medical school, doing some Lyft on the side, looking for work, dealing with stuff at home. It's life. But again, I have a wonderful, wonderful woman standing beside me, who's helped. She's been tremendous. She's my rock, and But anyway, let me go back and check the Lyft app real quick. So I'm going to pause the video or pause the live stream, and let's see what's going on out there. I'll be right back. All right, well, there's a $2 surge, but it's 3 miles behind me. By the time I get there, it'll be gone. But this area that I'm currently in right now seems to be pretty busy. So I'll wait, because that surge will move around, and hopefully it'll matriculate its way towards this area. Again, I don't chase storm clouds. I used to do that when I started driving for Lyft and for Uber. And yes, Grace, you have a great day. Have a wonderful weekend. Again, enjoy the Easter holiday with your family and your friends, and we'll see you in the next live stream. And so anyway, yeah, again, back to the surge. I was horrible for chasing storm clouds, and I learned the hard way. When you watch somebody who's had a YouTube channel for a couple of years, and you see that they've been a driver for 4 years, 90% of the time, they're not lying to you. They've been there. They've done it. I've seen huge changes in the last 4 years, almost 5 years. And as an independent contractor, which is BS, because if Lyft is dictating how much I make per hour or how much I make per trip, and I'm in a $40,000 car, and that they're going to pay that same amount to somebody driving a Prius or a Toyota Corolla or a Honda Civic, that doesn't make me independent. If I'm driving a $40,000 car, I should be able to charge more than a Honda Civic or a Toyota Corolla, but I can't. So, am I really independent? No. They're dictating how much I'm going to pay. I just did a video that said, I don't know if I'm buffering, it looks kind of choppy, but I just did a video, and in order for me to continue driving for Lyft, I had to watch this video. And it said, watch this video or you'll be deactivated. You're going to deactivate me for not watching a video? I'm an independent contractor. I'm not an employee. I shouldn't have to watch crap. But I had to watch the video. So now I'm going to opt out of all the other arbitrary bull crap again, And that's another video. But when you watch rideshare channels like Dustin is Driving, Rideshare Professor, you know, there's another guy out there, but I'm not going to throw his channel out because I've noticed that he mirrors a lot of my material, and I've made some attempts to say, hey, not cool, and we'll see how that works. But anyway, pausing, checking, be right back. All right, so it looks like I might get into a $3 or $4 sticky surge here. I'm not sure. I'm actually checking my my connection here. Don't want to do that. Looks like my phone signal is good, so I don't know why if I'm buffering or not, but looks like I got 3 people in the house. Everybody, thanks for stopping by. Smash that thumbs up button. It helps the algorithms, helps out the channel. I'm live. I'm in my car doing Lyft. I've really got a bad. It looks, what I'm looking at, the screen looks like it's really choppy. So I do not know how buffered this is. It looks like I have a really good signal, but don't know. So anyway, let me see what's going on with Lyft again. Be right back. All right. So looks like the Lyft surge disappeared. It's only $2. I'm not chasing a $2 surge. And back to that, don't chase surge, because by the time you get there, I mean, we talked for just a couple minutes and it was already gone. So that's why you don't chase it. You chase it, by the time you get there, it's normally gone, unless it's a big surge, and that's for Uber too. We all know what's going on with me and Uber, so but anyway, I don't chase surge, because if it's a $2 surge, which is usually the minimum, it's not worth it. By the time you get there, it's gone. So if it's a $6, $7, $10 surge, yeah, and it's only a couple miles, I'm gonna go for it, because there's a good chance that it may not be $10, but it should still be a good, between $5 and $8 depending. So it's still not bad. But like I said, if you're a new driver and you're watching YouTube videos on how to do this, look at channels that have been around a while. Look at drivers, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but look at drivers that have been doing it for a few years, and their advice is pretty solid. They're going to tell you, don't chase the storm clouds, don't chase surge. If a passenger walks up to your car with an attitude, don't even let them in. Just drive away. Tell them, I'm not dealing with your attitude. See ya. Kick rocks, pull around the corner, and cancel. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Do not ever let anybody into your car that has an attitude, because if they have an attitude before they get into your car, you can be damn sure that ride is going to go sideways as soon as they get into your car. They're going to give you a crap rating. Those are the and that's what I mean. I don't get how Lyft and Uber allow those type of passengers to stay on, because they got crap ratings. Another thing is, look at the rating of your passenger before you accept the call. It's not just about how far away is it, how much money am I going to make. Of course, that's the main part. Look at the passenger rating. I absolutely refuse to pick up a passenger that has less than 4.5 stars. Reason being, if I have 4.75 stars, Lyft or Uber can technically deactivate me or suspend me or make me do X amount of rides and get great scores and all this other stuff before they put you on a probationary period. That's not an independent contractor, man. You're an employee at that point. But yeah, nobody Nobody with a 4.7 or lower gets into this car. And nobody who walks up and has an attitude gets into this car. Because if they have an attitude, like I said, if they have an attitude before the ride starts, you can bet your butt that ride's going to go sideways, and it's only going to get worse. Let me go back and check lift again. All right, so it looks like I locked into a $2 surge. I don't know if it'll override this and keep the live stream going, or if it's going to pause it. I think at one point it would actually just override it, but that may have been with StreamYard, so I don't know. But as you can see now, I don't have a second phone, so I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it overrides, if it's going to keep this live going. If I lose the live because I got a decent trip, we'll definitely get back to you guys. If it works and it's running in the background, well, none the wiser. I do have 2 decals on each headrest that say that audio and video recording is in use. And another trick of the trade from the trickster: always, always, always have a dash camera inside and out. CYA, because anything can happen at any time with anyone. And even with the dash camera, as you know, in my case with the situation with Uber, it didn't help. Passenger got away with a threat, and Uber sided with the passenger. So, you know, I made a critical error in court, and I beat myself over the head with it because I just needed to ask one question. Actually, yeah, I needed to ask 2 questions, and but they were conclusive or connective questions. They both pertain to the same thing, and if I'd asked them, the outcome would have been completely different, and I would have won it. And I was so frustrated that I forgot to ask. Shot myself in the foot. So, you know, that's the way it goes. So let me flip over again. Let me see what's going on with Lyft. I'll be right back. What's up, Tony Ruby in the house? What's going on? Oh, there's my Lyft call. Let me see what happens here. Okay, guys. Well, I don't think it's going to let me double up on this. I don't know how to split the phone. Hey, James Guide. Wow, man, I haven't seen that name in a long time. How you doing, brother? I got a Lyft ride I'm going to pick up, and unfortunately, I don't think my live stream's going to run in the background while I do this trip, but it's already in queue, so I got to go pick it up. So I'm going to go run this trip. I will be right back. So again, I don't know if you guys, or if it's doing live or not, and I'm actually running a very short trip. So I got a $2 bonus. It's a 2-mile trip. Actually, it's 3-mile trip total. So it's a mile to pick them up. It's a 2-mile trip, and I'll get $5 on it. So that's actually not too bad. But again, I don't know if the live stream's working, and I don't know how to split my screens on the phone. If I could, I would. Maybe I'll try that when I get back. So back over to the ride. I'll be right back with you guys. 2924. I don't know if this thing's actually running in the background or not. So 2931. Let's see what happens. Let me try it this way. What happens? Let me try it this way. 2936. Nope, it's not. So, all right. Well, let me go pick up this person. Hopefully the live will still work. Wow, I'm really buffering bad. Looks like. So, too much stuff on the phone. I'll be back, ladies and gentlemen. I shall return. All right, you guys. Well, it doesn't seem to be doing its thing, so I'm going to end the live stream real quick. I'm gonna deal with this quick little trip, and I'm gonna see if I can split my phone, look up how to do that. And I've done it before on accident, just don't remember how to do it on purpose. And I'll be back. So thanks for joining the stream. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good one. Be safe, be professional, keep it real. If you must, drive on. I wish you all the best of health. Bye.